Hi, my name is Michael Garner. I draw an online comic book. I also create, draw, do everything for it, called Visions of the New. I will talk about that in a minute. Today, I just wanted to talk about something that made me happy once again. Is that the numbers came out for Batman, Superman so far, despite what the critics say, and some of the fans, good portion of the fans. $700 million thus far as of Tuesday. Woo. I was happy just because I know that this would push everything a little bit more further, quicker. And so now everything's been pushed up as far as like all the movies, Shazam, Wonder Woman, everybody. Looks like Wonder Woman, other than Suicide Squad, will be one of the first major ones. So she's going to actually be out next summer now, as announced, when it was supposed to be a little bit later. So I'm really, really happy being a DC boy. Other than that, I'm just, just really, 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 really happy. I was sitting in the gym, read the article, came on my phone, I was like, ah! Now to talk about my comic book, because last time I really didn't. What has happened with my comic book since that first video I did about a year ago was that I said that I was going to submit it to Comixology because they have a self-publishing option on there, which would be basically like I do on Nook and Kindle and on MagicCloud and all the other things that I already programmed my comic book for. A while back, shortly after that video actually, I went to submit my book for Comixology. And the content was fine and everything when I got a response back a few months later. But they said that I compressed the file wrong and it came out grainy. So in this case, when you went to go read the comic book online, it came out so that the line work didn't really show up that right. And a lot of other stuff didn't come out right. As far as like spelling mistakes and stuff like that, I should have been getting a proofreader anyhow because I'm the worst speller on the planet. Love to write, but I am the worst speller on the planet. That's something that's easily remedied. As far as the other stuff, when that happened, when I got the letter back, it wasn't technically a rejection letter. It was just I need to fix that stuff in order to put it on there. It kind of made me go, I have to go through my whole first book, which was combined to be a lot of pages. I think I was like 37, 40. It kind of made me step back. And I was like, okay, this is going to take me a while. I mean, I can do it because I really want it on Comixology because I'll be beside all the major publishers there and I'll just have my work out there and it'll be mine and under my control just like I want it to be. But I knew it was just going to take some work and I needed a break. So I took a big break. And I only went back or worked on a comic book if I felt like it. And I really didn't feel like it for a while. There are also other reasons why I didn't quite feel like doing it, and I'll mention that in a minute. But when I stepped back for a while, for months, I basically went into this little analyzation thing about my comic book like I do with everything else. And I came to the conclusion that I do want it on there, and I do want to do it, but I'm just not going to force myself to do it very quickly, unless it's a high demand. Right now, there isn't a great demand because you haven't seen anything so damn long anyway. So I did redraw the cover. I'm not too sure if I posted it on my Facebook page, but I will soon. And I actually posted something today, just a colored version of the third issue of Visions of the New with Stratosphere Blue, if you might call them. Because I started work on that the other day when I downloaded a new Photoshop app, because that was one of the reasons why the compressed file did not work. I had a very, very old version of Photoshop, and I recently went online and did the cloud and did the payment plan for a monthly subscription to Photoshop so that I don't have to worry about updates and stuff like that. So I always have the new version. So that part, like I said, is easily remedied, but I have to go through the typefaces and everything to get it on Comixology. I will probably release the third issue before I release it on Comixology because it'd be easier to put it on Kindle, Nook, and MagicCloud, so you can have a printed version sent to you if you wanted to. I'm kind of proud of the cover. I got to actually fit what I wanted to really put in a cover because I was very ashamed of the cover that I did for the very first issue because I did in like 10 minutes and I didn't really care about it and I didn't want the characters to look that way together, so it was odd. But I actually got all 5 of the main characters in there and also the characters that I really want to do, which are called the alignment, in the background. So I got all those characters plus another 7 in there. And I think I balanced it out well, and I think it looks okay. It's not a big action thing. It's more like kind of like that standalone, that typical standing comic book pose thing with a whole bunch of characters and right floating around. Um, and I hope you like it. I will release pictures of it soon, and I have started to work back on a comic book, and it's going to be more geared towards the characters that I do want to come out, which will be the alignment, because I do love the 5 characters that I introduced. I'm proud of the stories that I wrote, and I do want the world to actually see them. But there's always been these other characters, the alignment in my heart, that I really wanted to do, just because visually they work. And there's so many stories that bridge off of them. But I still, in my heart, want to finish also the characters that I already established. So I figured out a way of doing both. And basically you'll see on the last few pages of the 3rd issue of Vision of the New, where I've changed my story that most people don't completely know about, and I incorporated some things in there that will lead me to what I really want to do. Yeah, and that's it. And next time, we will talk about Supergirl, the TV show. I just always wanted to talk about it, just because I'm a big Superman fan, obviously. Batman, Superman, blah. So I do want to get to Supergirl and talk about her, because she's another one that did incredibly well when she first came out. What is it, 17 million people watched it. Granted, it was a fact because of the Super Bowl, Big Bang Theory, and a lot of other things, but still happened, and she still maintained strong ratings after that. Still is. That's where I got the Flash on there. Yeah, so I'll talk about that next time. Stoked about Batman, Superman. Even if people think that it sucked and it was too dark, you know what? You paid for it and you kept paying for it and you kept going to see it and you kept giving it more money till it came out to $700 million. And hopefully even more. So, happiness, 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 happiness. Peace.